Welcome back everybody. For this video I will be showing you how to make a meatless mushroom shepherd's pie. First you want to start off with boiling some peeled potatoes for the mashed potato topping, and then in a big saucepan add some mushrooms. You could use fresh or frozen like I have here. So next I will be adding a couple bags of the frozen peas and carrots. Of course you could use fresh, I just find it easier to use the frozen mushrooms and the peas and carrots. Next I am adding a couple bags of frozen green beans. They're not traditional to shepherd's pie, but I had it in the freezer and I thought what the hell, so I decided to add it. And next I got my jar of minced garlic out, and I'll be adding a couple forkfuls of that. Next you're going to want to season, so add some salt to your taste. And then next I will be adding some black pepper, I like a lot of black pepper. I actually kind of went light than what I normally would like, but just be generous with the amount of black pepper you're going to use. Okay, that's going to be some dried parsley. Some dried oregano. And that's a Italian seasoning blend that has thyme, rosemary, and a bunch of different herbs in there. Next I'm going to add some ground cumin. Now once you get all that mixed in, what I like to add next is some cornstarch to help thicken the broth. Now the next thing I'm going to add is some chicken broth. You could use vegetable broth if you want to make it vegetarian or vegan, and but my store had chicken, so that's what I'll stick with. But I'm going to be adding 2 quarts of broth to this pan. It'll get kind of high. You got to be careful when you stir and everything, but as you let it sit and cook, it's going to thicken up. You know, you'll see at the end it didn't quite get as thick as I normally would like, but that could have been caused by the next ingredient that you'll see here in a few really soon. So like I said, it could be the Irish whiskey that I'm going to be adding. I'm using Tallulah more Dew because that's what I had in my cabinet. But after you let that sit and cook for a while, spray a dish pan with some olive oil spray or Pam or whatever nonstick spray that you have. And when you do that, and the stew has thickened up enough, you're going to pour it into the pan. Be careful, the mixture's going to be really hot, so, and it'll be really easy to burn yourself if you're not careful. Don't fill the pans completely. That's why I'm doing another pan, because I ended up having more stew than I originally thought I would. So I made a separate pan, but you'll see towards the end that I didn't have enough potatoes for both pans, so I used breadcrumbs for the second pan. It's kind of an OCD thing for me to make sure I scrape the pan out as best as I could. But next, just kind of use a big spoon and another spoon to kind of scoop it in to the top of the pan there, Like I said, I normally would like it to be a little bit thicker than that, but it is what it is, so it still tasted delicious. The mashed potatoes, once it was boiled, I had mashed them up, and I had added some butter and some salt and black pepper. I like a lot of black pepper, as you probably have noticed it from when I was adding it to this stew, but you know, it may be tedious, but it could definitely be really cool, good. And if you make the stew itself thick enough that it could sit right on top, it could look really good. Or even, you know, just kind of make it with enough butter in it to make it really creamy. And if you have like a pastry bag with a star tip, you could get really decorative and make it as pretty as you would like. It could be really appealing if you did that, but I don't have a pastry bag, and sometimes I just don't have the patience anyhow, so this is good enough for me. Okay, so next, make sure you have the oven preheated at 350 and bake it for 45 minutes. And this is the finished results. I hope you try it and like it, and leave a comment down below to let me know how it went. Alright, thank you so much for watching this.